It's homecoming at the reservation at Port Neches. Tonight, the Port Neches-Groves Indians host the Little Cypress-Mauriceville Bears on the Port Arthur News Friday Night Experience. For Sheffield Productions, I'm Charlie Jellin, alongside the sports editor of the Port Arthur News, Bob West. We've got a couple of teams that are undefeated in district play so far. Little Cypress defeated Livingston last week, while P&G kind of did a number on Lumberton.
Well, P&G's doing a number on a lot of folks, Charlie. I don't think there's any question they're the most improved football team in Southeast Texas. They've already won more games, they're 3-1, than they won all of last year when they were 2-8. They're the most explosive offensive team around. They're just a fun team to watch, and any chance that LCM has tonight will be predicated on them being able to move the ball and put up some points. You have to outscore P&G to beat them. You're not going to win a 14-13 game against this team.
Now, when you take a look at the information about Little Cypress Mauriceville, their head coach, Randy Crouch, came in 5 years ago, I believe, from West Orange Stark, where he had been an assistant. Last year, 4-6, 3-4 in the district, but been a long time since they've been into the playoffs, going back to 1997.
Well, they're a small 4A team. I think maybe they're the smallest team in the district. There's some talk that they will be in 3A next year. It's tough when you get in a number situation in a district like this, because there are so many good football teams in the upper half of the district. And even with 4 teams going to the playoffs, you've got to be pretty good to make it. And LCM was on the cusp last year. They finished in a 3-way tie for 4th, I believe, with Ozan and Central, but they lost out on the tiebreakers. So it's been a rough road for them. They're competitive. Had one of the best players in this district last year, and Alex Caesar, the kid that is playing some at A&M. He played running back for LCM.
And when you take a look at the Port Neches-Groves lineup, Brandon Faircloth came over 5 years ago as well, coming over from West Texas, but he's had a lot of offensive success in his career.
Well, he's a very imaginative offensive coach, and we'll see it tonight. The viewers will get a treat to an offense that can score in a hurry. Their quarterback, Kai Walker, is the leading passer in the district. Brand Halfin, their running back, is the 3rd leading rusher in the district. Already has over 500 yards and 7 touchdowns. And 2 of their receivers, Jeremiah Rose and Caleb Sparks, are number 1 and number 3 in the district. So they've got weapons all across the board. It's a veteran team. They took a lot of lumps last year with a lot of young players, and now it's paying off for them this year.
Quarterback matchup, Caleb Harley led the district in passing last year. Had a little bit of trouble this year, but like you say, the Bears are battling back. They defeated Livingston in their first district game last week, but Kai Walker, the junior quarterbacks, are really coming on there, 787 yards already.
Well, one thing about Harley, and he doesn't have the big numbers this year. Last year against P&G, he was 8 of 10. I don't know why he threw so few times, but 3 touchdowns and 183 yards. And he had a game against Vider, 27 of 50 for 3 touchdowns and 403 yards. So that tells you this kid is capable of putting some numbers up.
LCM chose to defer to the second half, so the Indians will be getting the ball first in their purple uniforms at the reservation. Set to kick off for Little Cypress, Trent Manuel, number 22. And we're underway. Good high kick. Settles down about 5 yards deep. Taken there by Blaine Pivito. Number 20 has hit the sideline. One guy to beat. And the kicker takes him out of bounds at the Little Cypress Mauriceville 38-yard line. A fine return from 5 yards deep.
Yeah, I thought we were going to see a 105-yarder there, but he gets P&G off to a great field position start deep in LCM territory.
Ball spotted at the 37-yard line of the Bears.
And he never hesitated about coming out with it, Charlie. he was coming.
Kai Walker, number 12. 3 receivers to the left-hand side. Fakes to Hoffman and throws a little quick screen to Jeremiah Rose, the number 5. Tiptoes out of bounds at the 34-yard line.
Play well defended by LCM. There was no room for Rose. Charlie, I say this every time we do a PNG game. I love the way Brandon Faircloth calls a game, the way the different things he throws at an offense. He just keeps, at a defense, he just keeps you on your toes all the time.
Spread formation. Sparks in motion, and he's going to get the pitch. Brings back a good high catch and gets close to the first down. Looks like he's going to be about a yard short. Caleb Sparks just running a little flood route from that motion of his. It's going to be 3rd down and short. You can see him in motion here. He just does a little out pattern after the wide receivers clear the under area for him.
And again, the LCM defense doing a good job running to the ball. This PNG team is just such a challenge for defense. Probably going to see Brand Halfin get his first carry right here.
Adam Morrison at quarterback. A low snap, and the Bears are going to get it. Oh, almost.
I believe Walker got it.
He got to it quickly.
Certainly cost him a first down and probably going to force him to punt.
Adam Morris was able to get on it quickly. You can see Walker's actually set up as a halfback there. This is number 17 trying to get the ball there. Very low snap, rolled back there, and I thought the Bears defensive end might get a shot at it. So it's 4th down, 14 to go.
It's going to be the quarterback punting, I think. They do that some, maybe not.
There he goes. He took the extra step back, so now it's in quick kick formation. Fumbled by the return man. I believe that's Dalton Doyle, number 9, back there trying to retrieve the punt. He gets it, and Little Cypress Mauriceville dodges a very good run back on the opening kickoff. Bad punt, or bad snap rather, cost PNG there on their 3rd down.
Hello?
So LCM will start from their 17, and you're right, they really dodged a massive bullet there. You would just thought with that field position, PNG would be tough to keep out of the end zone.
What do you think's gonna get here?
Pass goes over to the right side to Kobe Roddy. Number 14 gets the first down out to the 34-yard line.
Well, just a 3-step drop, got it out really quick. No way you're going to get pressure on the quarterback on that kind of play. And his receiver turned what was a play really, I don't think, designed for first down yardage into about a 17-yard gain.
First down and 10. Here's the handoff. Stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Griffin, number 33, their star tailback. LCM well known for their rushing attack.
Well, they certainly were last year when Alex Caesar was there, and he rushed for over 1,300 yards and 7 touchdowns. Of course, like I said, he is now at Texas A&M playing defensive back.
Last week, Griffin had 150 yards on 29 carries against Livingston, scored once. Brandon Tolliver, number 2, bouncing around, gets close to the first down.
Nice second effort from Tolliver.
Tolliver, a senior running back, 5'9", 165 pounds. He got the first down just by the nose of the ball, right at the 44-yard line.
This is a game that, in all honesty, PNG would have to be considered a heavy favorite, but coaches always worry about homecoming and focus homecoming week. Brandon Faircloth said that wasn't going to be a problem, but with 16, 17-year-old kids, you just don't know.
Tolliver stacked up at the line of scrimmage. He does get a couple of yards on the forward lean, but there was no hole there. You can see the defensive tackles close it in very quickly here.
That's Aaron Dondo leading the defensive charge for PNG.
Tolliver again bounces around. There's nothing at the line of scrimmage. He gets a running start and goes forward and has to stop. Bounces around for 1 yard. 3rd and 7.
Credit number 48 linebacker Troy Rembert. You're going to see, well, actually, it wasn't Rembert as much as it was Bradley Broussard blowing up the play.
Tolliver had 73 yards last week on 10 carries against Livingston. 3rd down and 7 from the 46-yard line. 2 receivers out again, and this looks like a passing situation for Caleb Harley. I tell you what, that was almost intercepted.
It was completed for a loss, but he threw that into some traffic. That kind of looked like a Matt Schaub special there for a minute.
You can see they're trying to block the defender out of the way. That's number 48, Trey Rembert.
Yeah, Rembert was there. He was fighting to get a piece of that football, so Little Cypress going to have to punt it away. Bad snap.
Trying to get it away. He's not going to be able to. Fumbles the ball forward again. And it doesn't matter who picks it up. It'll be PNG ball at the Bear 25.
Well, there's no future in giving PNG this kind of field position. That's really shooting yourself in the foot. High snap. Looked like he might be able to get it away. Then well, if we get a replay, you'll see. I thought he was going to be able to pick it up and still kick it. And then okay, punt clearly over his head. Now he fumbled it trying to pick it up, and then now he's on his own. Gets it swatted away. I think LCM got it back, but like you say, it didn't make any difference. It's PNG's football.
Three-yard gain on 1st down. Halfin takes the ball in.
Last time we were here, Charlie, we saw quite a performance from Brand Halfin. 27 carries, 197 yards. One of the reasons that he is right at the top there, the number 3 rusher in 24A. He's averaging 6 yards a carry, got 7 touchdowns, 504 yards rushing.
Inside handoff goes to Reese Wardlow, number 36, takes it in. A fine play there.
Nice counter action there.
22-yard touchdown.
Like I say, I love the way Brandon Faircloth calls a game. Not a play that LCM was looking for, and just a little inside counter, and he busted. And they're going for 2.
There goes the swinging gate, and it's down right there. Pass is incomplete.
It looked like Jeremiah Rose looked up to see what was in front of him before he secured the football.
So with 6:23 left in the first quarter, Port Neches-Groves jumps on top of Little Cypress Mauriceville by the score of 6-0. We'll be back in just a moment.
My fortune? I earned it the old-fashioned way, with long hours and hard work. And now, I'm debt-free.
You're debt-free because 5 Point paid off our loan.
Precisely, my dear.
Go mow the yard.
5 Point is paying off 3 loans, plus you can get up to a 2% rate discount. 5 Point Credit Union. Money for loans right here at home.
Your chariot awaits.
Thank you.
To live action here. It is 6-0. We'd like to thank the sponsors of the Port Arthur News Friday Night Experience: DuPont Goodrich Federal Credit Union, Lamar University Beaumont, the Medical Center of Southeast Texas, Lamar State College Port Arthur, the Museum of the Gulf Coast, Community Bank of Texas, Market Basket, Motiva Enterprises, 5 Point Credit Union, Robert Giblin, and Mike Fulgence at Universal Coin and Bullion.
And for our statewide viewers, Charlie, I always like to point out this is the 19th year of the Port Arthur News Friday Night Experience. We were really in the forefront of televising high school football, and some of those sponsors have been with us the whole way.
Kickoff is taken at about the 20-yard line, brought out to the 27. And Little Cypress Mauriceville is going to get some offense going here. They had some success last week against Livingston, rushing for 232 yards and passing for a total of, total yardage 413 for the game. So they were able to move it quite a bit on the Livingston Lions last week on the way to a 28-21 victory.
And as I said earlier, the only chance tonight is really move the ball, kind of have some ball control, and score points. You got to win a shootout if you're going to beat P&G.
From the I formation, Harley drops back. Pass is entered. Is that intercepted? Yes, it is.
It is.
Wow, intercepted by Corbin Coy, senior defensive back, and that's just not what LCM needed.
So this will be the third straight possession for P&G that's starting inside the LCM 40. See Harley roll out and just look like he hit him right between the numbers. Corbin Coy.
Right where he was aiming. First down and 10 for the Indians. Walker rolls to his right, sets up. He's going for the home run ball. Tipped away at the last minute from Caleb Sparks.
Yeah, looked like it was going to be 6. Dalton Doyle got a hand in there. Well-conceived play. Looked like it might be a run. He pulls up, throws it. Doyle barely gets a hand on it.
Doyle, a first-team all-district player for the Bears last year. Now the Indians look over. There's an audible from the sideline. Going to the pistol formation. Hand off to Halfin. Powell moves across the 35-yard line. It'll be third down for the Indians. A long 6 to go.
So it's just, it's almost suicide to keep giving P&G a short field. LCM's defense just up against it. They have, however, done a good job on Halfin. I believe he's had 2 carries, and they pretty well stopped him.
Rolling to the right, Walker looks. Throws it a little bit behind Sparks. He had the first down at the 22-yard line. That'll bring up fourth down on that incompletion.
And I think we'll see him go for it here.
Take advantage of that rolling momentum right now.
Yep, did throw the ball just a little bit behind Sparks. You could see Walker in that short punt formation, but I just kind of knowing the way Brandon Faircloth likes to attack, in his mentality, I just think he's going to say, hey, we got the ball in too good a position to kick it away again. We're going for it.
Inside reverse to Sparks, number 10.
Not gonna
well
get it.
defensed. Yard loss. Bears take over at their own 35.
And 2 thumbs up to LCM's defense now. Twice they've been put in a bad position and got off the field. Once they didn't. This play kind of gets jammed up. Looked like a little confusion with guys who were pulling. Close to a horse collar there, but is good no call.
So the Bears with their third offensive possession, first down and 10 from their own 35. Tolliver with the handoff and has some room on the outside. Gets the first down across the 50 into Indian territory, still moving the pile to the 47-yard line. 42-yard line. First down and 10. Good move there by Brandon Tolliver to bounce it outside.
Yeah, watch him bounce it outside here now. It's at the point of attack, not a lot there. He bounces outside, gets a good block, turns it upfield, and LCM's got another first down.
Point out a good block there by Ethan Reed, number 71. Left tackle there for the Bears turned everybody inside when he made that block. Tolliver slips down as he tries to make a cut. 1 yard gain. 2nd down and 9 for the Bears. Tolliver goes to the sideline. Robert Green takes his place. He's a junior. Caleb Harley, senior signal caller for the Bears. Got the play from the sideline, comes back in. I formation with 2 receivers to the right-hand side. Harley's looking downfield. Got a flag on the play.
2 flags.
Pass is complete. It's going to be close to the 1st down, but let's see what the flags are for.
This has got to be, it's in the area where you would expect an interference call, but on which side?
Defensive pass interference.
So they'll decline that. Going to be a 1st down for LCM. The Bears got a little something working here, and wow, if they could take this thing down and push it in and be leading 7-6, considering the field position,
they would be glad to take that. You can see the defender got there just a little bit early. It's almost like the tackle was before the ball got there. Same formation, 2 receivers to the right-hand side. Handoff this time to Robert Green. Number 5 gets the 1st down, plowing forward to about the 23-yard line. This is typical Little Cypress Mauriceville Bear offense. Just pound it, and there will be an opening.
Nice job of picking his way, and the way things have developed thus far, Charlie, you've got to wonder about that homecoming week, worry that you have as a coach, because the Indians don't, at this point in the game, and some of the credit goes to LCM, but P&G just doesn't look as sharp as we've seen them.
Green again, number 5. Tackled at inside the 16-yard line. It's a good gain on 1st down. It'll be 2nd down and 2 to go.
And they're doing 2 things really well. They're making 1st downs, which leads to clock rolling, and which keeps P&G's offense on the sidelines. P&G averaging 36 points a game this year.
Green bounces it outside, trying to follow the downfield block, and he has the 1st down. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 6-yard line. I tell you what, when Tolliver went out, they didn't lose very much, bringing in the junior Robert Green.
No, he's looked really good.
So 1st and goal for Little Cypress Mauriceville. Again, 2 receivers to the right-hand side, I formation behind Harley. Right up the middle, Green gets inside the 5 to about the 3-yard line.
And the strength of their offensive line, you would have to think, is the right. They keep running right here, although there was a big play run left. But
I'm looking at that right offensive tackle, Marvis Brown, number 77. He's listed at 323. If I was running, I would want to get behind the Mack truck.
Looks like a good guy to run behind.
Play clock's going way down. It looks like Little Cypress Mauriceville is going to have to call a timeout here as Harley's still on the sideline. And timeout is called here. With 2:05, we'll take a timeout, and we'll see what LCM can come up with on 2nd and goal from the 3.
The Museum of the Gulf Coast, where our area collection of the Jurassic period meets Janis Joplin with 60-plus Music Hall of Fame musicians, head coach Jimmy Johnson, Bum and Wade Phillips with 60-plus sports legends, and more than 35 notable people. Discover the arrival of early man to our area and the Civil War in the Gulf Coast region. Learn the stories behind this and so much more. Open 7 days a week. Museum of the Gulf Coast, a museum like no other.
as unique as the people who purchased them. And when picking one, every detail counts, right down to the stitching on the seats. So why should picking a car loan be any different? Whether it's a low rate or a low payment you're looking for, at Do Good we customize loans to fit your needs. And we'll make sure your lending experience is everything you want it to be. Easy, convenient, and hassle-free. At Do Good, you'll love your car loan as much as you love your car.
And that's just one more way they do good.
Back to live action. The offenses and defenses came to their sidelines to talk to their coaches. 2nd and goal. LCM, 2 tight ends, 1 wide receiver to the right. I formation behind Harley. Harley hands it off to Green, pounds forward. Should be 8. Oh, referee saying the knee went down just outside the goal line. You can see him raise up one hand.
Ooh, look how close. You couldn't be any closer.
If you sneeze, it goes over.
If we see that again, watch the line surge. LCM really comes off the football, knocks him back.
And you'll notice big 77, Marvis Brown, was on the left-hand side that time. They flipped him over. Let's find out where big 77
because
is.
that's where they're going. They're unbalanced, look like left.
Quarterback sneak, he's got the touchdown. Yep. Caleb Harley takes advantage of what Robert Green set the table for, and LCM ties it up at 6 with 1:51 left in the first quarter. Tie game now.
Okay, nice 65-yard, 9-play drive for LCM. They've got a chance to take the lead despite the terrible disadvantage they've had this quarter in field position.
Trent Manuel's kick is good. LCM 7, Port Neches-Groves 6. We'll be back with the kickoff to the Indians in just a moment.
Lamar University is the contact that you have with the professors there. They're always willing to help with anything that you need.
Living in Cardinal Village, I've made great friends. We've been able to study together and have fun all at the same time.
The diversity at Lamar University really surprised me. I made so many different friends from all over the world.
When I graduate from Lamar University, I know I'll be prepared for my chemical engineering career. Our engineering program is one of the best in the state.
Texas roots, infinite possibilities.
7-6 the score as Little Cypress Mauriceville matches and succeeds what P&G did. I mean, P&G had the ball 2 times deep in Bear territory and only got 1 touchdown, 3 times and only got 1 touchdown.
They've started 3 possessions inside the LCM 40 and have 6 points to show for it. And, guarantee you Brandon Faircloth isn't happy about that. And I also guarantee you that if they kick it to Blaine Pivito, he's coming out with it.
Blaine Pivito, number 20, started off the game with a fine return into Bear territory. Another deep kick, and this time they said take it out of the green. Fantastic kickoff there.
Strong leg. Wow, that hit the bottom of the goalpost, I believe.
Trent Manuel, number 22, just kicked it 60, 70 yards through the air. So P&G will have it from 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. One of the rules changes from last year. Instead of starting at the 20, you start at the 25. And the offense chooses which hash mark, so they put it over on the offensive left side, giving the right-handed Kai Walker a lot of room to throw to. Kai Walker, number 12, the quarterback. Brant Halfin, 27, sets up as a halfback to his left. 3 receivers to the right, and Halfin takes the sweep in that direction. Gets the first down, a fine run by Halfin, takes it out to the 43.
First big play for Halfin tonight. Prior to that, and this is more shocking than the final score. Lumberton had outgained the Indians 73 yards to 25.
Sparks with the ball, gets taken to the 48-yard line. 4 yards on first down. Indians will have a 2nd and 6. Sparks had a big game against West Orange Stark in that victory. Unbalanced line to the left. Everybody's over there, and Halpin takes the sweep. Gain of 3 yards. It didn't look like LCM was adjusting to that unbalanced line. You only had a guard and tackle to the right-hand side of the center. Everybody else and his mom was over on the left.
LCM does a good job closing, though. A lot of pursuit. And PNG's in a 3rd down situation. 3rd and 3.
Pistol formation. Audible from the sideline.
Should be the last play of the 3rd quarter if they get it off.
Halpin moves to a right halfback, and they won't get it off.
Nope.
That's the end of the first half.
First quarter.
First quarter.
They
Little
won't.
Cypress, Mauriceville 7. I'm trying to make the clock run, Bob. 7, Fort Neches-Groves 6.
At the Medical Center of Southeast Texas, our commitment to providing high-quality medical care includes offering the most modern technology available. A state-of-the-art emergency room, a dedicated heart center, surgical suites with the latest in digital technology, a 64-slice CT scanner, the first hospital with such a unit in Southeast Texas, and an obstetrics unit with neonatal intensive care for high-risk babies. It means maintaining a medical staff composed of skilled board-certified physicians in a number of medical specialties, backed by experienced nurses, medical technicians, and support staff. Together, we strive to make your experience as pleasant, convenient, and comfortable as possible, with all private rooms, thoughtfully appointed birthing suites, and innovations in the ER to minimize your wait time. Voted Best Hospital for 2012 by the Port Arthur News Readers, and 5-star rated by Health Grades in key procedures. At the Medical Center of Southeast Texas, we're dedicated to helping you get well, get healthy, and get your life back to normal as quickly as possible.
Second quarter action just starting. Fort Neches-Groves in the dark uniforms to the right-hand side, now moving to the left against the visiting Bears. Down 7-6. Pitch to Halpin. Nice cut back. Flag on the play. Looks like
got to be holding.
Gain of about 8 yards on the play, but let's see what the penalty is for.
See the official grabbing his wrist. It's coming back. The Indians going to be looking at 3rd and 13.
Seeing the white hat make those signals reminds me of last night's game, Texas and Iowa State, where former Mid-County resident Mike DeFee had a lot of FaceTime making all those calls down there, an IBEW member.
Oh, really?
Yes, indeed.
Didn't know that.
Mike Sheffield was telling me about Mike's past. In fact, he's a IBEW member and calling college games, and he spent a lot of time on TV last night explaining that last drive that Texas used to defeat Iowa State.
Yeah, especially explaining the fumble or non-fumble, however you would have it.
Flag on the play as Walker rolls out. He's going to scramble, and there's a lot of room on the right-hand side. Tackled for 4-yard gain, but there are flags on each end of the line of scrimmage.
Nice defensive play by Jarrell Taylor coming up out of the secondary to bring down Walker.
That one-on-one tackle is hard to do.
Could be on LCM, could be offsides on LCM.
That's the call. So it's a free 5 yards given back to the offense.
Yeah, that could be a big play because otherwise PNG would be lined up in punt formation right now. They're going to get another shot at it on 3rd and 8. Indians just haven't been able to get it going offensively thus far tonight.
Avery Murdoch comes onto the field, goes to the wide receiver position on the far right-hand side. Joined over there by Caleb Sparks. As Walker barks out the signals, Halpin is to his left. Now Sparks goes in motion. Walker rolls to his left, pulls up and is intercepted. He planted and threw it right into the hands of Brandon Tolliver.
I think he stared down his receiver, it looked like, and a nice play by Tolliver. And LCM going to get good field position. Okay, watch him now. He's pretty well locked in where he's going with the ball. Just wanted to get it to Jeremiah Rose, but LCM had other ideas.
Tolliver playing Rose, it looked like almost man-to-man staying with him, and when Rose did his little hook move, Tolliver saw what was happening and stepped right in front of it. First down and 10 for the Bears. Robert Green on the handoff, and look at that move. He's got a lot of speed. Green steps out of bounds at the 25-yard line of the Indians. You're right, that hole opened up there. Watch this.
That's your big guy again, big 75, 71 just caved it down.
And an excellent play by both offensive tackles for the Bears. Ethan Reed, number 71, and number 77, Marvis Brown, who helped open up the holes for the touchdown runs earlier. First down and 10 from the 25-yard line. Green staying in at tailback. Green gets the ball, bounces back, and he saw a hole there. Dives forward. He's going to be just short of the first down at the 16-yard line.
This offensive line, LCM's offensive line, just doing a terrific job. Knocking people off the football, creating running room, and the backs are doing something when they get it.
Two receivers to the short side of the field, and it's an unbalanced line to that side as well. Green looking. That time a great play by the cornerback, number 22, Michael Hughes. Fought off the block and made the tackle for a yard loss.
Yeah, really good job by Hughes because he had to fight off a blocker. And then the play, he got some help from behind there.
Third down and short, and you can see LCM's not in any type of hurry-up offense mode. After every play, Caleb Harley goes to the sideline and meets with 2 or 3 coaches. High formation, quarterback sneak.
A little bit curious call on 3rd and 2. Not really what you'd expect. You would think they're looking at that as 2 downs to pick up that 2 yards.
It's almost like a quick count there, but you can see the fullback jumping up on top there. That's Seth Trahan.
And he got it, so it's a good call.
If it works, it's good. 14-yard line, first down and 10 for the Bears, seeking to add to their 7-6 lead over the Port Neches-Groves Indians. You're listening and watching the Port Arthur News Friday Night Experience. Green runs into the defensive line. He gets about a yard gain, and that's it. As 2 purple people were hugging him there, led by Chris Mangini.
Yeah. Chris was up there first.
Number 56, the senior defensive lineman, bear hugged the Bear.
Wrapped him up. You're right, LCM taking a lot of time between plays, and certainly they want to take as much time off the clock as they can because although P&G hasn't shown it yet, it is a very explosive offense, and the fewer plays you give them, the better chance your defense has.
Unbalanced line to the left again. This time Green runs back to the right, gets inside the 10, dives down to about the 7-yard line. Third down and a long 3 to go. You can see they pulled a guard that time to lead up on him, but the guard never hit anybody, never actually blocked anyone. Normally when you see an unbalanced line, everything's sweeping that direction.
See, their line is always unbalanced to whichever side number 77 is, even though there may be the same number of players. They'll get a flag, looks like.
Timeout is called by Little Cypress Mauriceville. That's their second timeout. We'll take a break and see what they come up with when we get back.
Crazy idea. What if your bank actually paid you for using your debit card? Let's say 10 cents for every $10 or more debit card purchase. How amazing would that be? We call it Cashback Counts Checking from Community Bank. A free debit card that pays you to use it. Even he's smiling at that. Swipe all you can from your bank. Community Bank of Texas. Bank where you live.
Back to live action now. The defense of the Indians came to the sideline to talk to their coaches. You can see LCM still getting the, I hope they're not drawing up one on the board over there.
A couple of interesting numbers, Charlie. LCM leads in first downs 9-2. And Robert Green has 75 rushing yards. Pretty good game already here early in the second quarter for him.
Brandon Tolliver now at tailback, number 2. Behind Seth Trahan, the fullback. Dalton Doyle in motion. They're going to pitch it to Tolliver. There are flags on the play, and it stops everything. And that's going to be a costly penalty against the Bears.
You call a timeout, you set up a play, and the play's going to work, it looks like, but it's going to get wiped out by illegal procedure.
Wow, that's a tough 5 yards to have to make up this deep.
And make no mistake about it, LCM, if it's going to win this game, has to cash in opportunities like this. Right now, our words seem kind of hollow about how explosive this PNG offense is, but it is, and they will get it going. So LCM needs to put up everything it can get.
Tolliver stays in at tailback. Harley rolls out. Pass is caught at the 4-yard line.
Going to be close on the first down, isn't it?
Very close. Oh, it depends on when they mark it. Dalton Doyle brings it down.
I think he may have it.
Oh, they moved it back to where the tail of the ball is right at that line. It's 4th down and inches to go.
Wow, if we saw that, it looked to me like he caught the ball around the 4-yard line.
I was thinking the same thing too.
And fell back. I'd be throwing that replay flag out there, Charlie.
4th down and very short.
Quarterback sneak.
He's trying it. He bounced to the outside, and he's going to fall forward and get the first down. But there was nothing up the middle that time.
He just bounced out and got it, and they pretty well made it clear when they've got short yardage, they're going to sneak it.
First down and goal from just inside the 4-yard line.
And if you notice, they moved Marvis Brown into next to the center.
You're right.
And they went bounced off right behind him.
I would hate to have been the nose guard on that play.
The time of possession has to really be one-sided at this point. The game seems like LCM's had it all night.
Unbalanced to the left, Tolliver at tailback. He's got the ball, and he's going to dive into the end zone. Touchdown. Brandon Tolliver on a 3-yard touchdown run.
And we see a replay on this. Watch the left side of LCM's line just knock Port Neches' defense back. Look at this. This guy scores almost before he gets touched. LCM clearly winning the battle in the trenches right now. Clearly.
Trent Manuel to attempt the point after from the hold of Caleb Harley. It's good. 14 points for Little Cypress Mauriceville, 6 points for Port Neches-Groves with 6:13 left in the first half.
Been thinking about diversifying with gold but don't know how? Hi, I'm Mike Fulgens, president of Universal Coin and Bullion. As an award-winning nationwide dealer, we help clients get the answers they need to discover the beauty, security, and strength of gold in their portfolio.
Call us today at 866-UCB-GUIDE to receive our award-winning Gold Guide free. That's 866-822-4843.
My fortune, I earned it the old-fashioned way, with long hours and hard work, and now I'm debt-free.
You're debt-free because 5 Point paid off our loan.
Precisely, my dear.
Go mow the yard.
5 Point is paying off 3 loans, plus you can get up to a 2% rate discount. 5 Point Credit Union. Money for loans right here at home.
Your chariot awaits.
Thank you.
Trent Manuel ready to kick off for the Bears. He gets a good 10-yard running start, and he's been putting it pretty deep down there, too.
5 plays 52 yards on the touchdown drive for LCM.
A low kickoff this time, hits at the 10 and is going to be taken by Cody Cropper, number 11.
Ooh,
hard tackle there by Tolliver at the 30-yard line. Cropper gets up and says there's nothing wrong with that. It felt good.
Quite a lip reader, Charlie.
That's exactly what he said. I could see through the mouthpiece. Got out to the 31-yard line. Watch this tackle. If he could have landed on his feet, he could have kept going.
That's Brandon Tolliver again. We've seen a lot of Brandon Tolliver tonight.
Kai Walker, 3 receivers to the right-hand side. Looks to the right, throws it up for Jeremiah Rose. Just a little bit out of his reach. He was running a post corner route. 2 Bears back there covering him. Robert Green being one of them and Dalton Doyle being the other.
And they have done a good job on Rose tonight. Going to get another look at it. Just cranks it up, throws it as far as he can, and throws it a little too far. It was double coverage with help from a safety over the top.
Walker back there, screen pass, slip screen to Jeremiah Rose. And number 5 is rambling forward, gets almost to the 50-yard line.
Good call. Good call to get something going. P&G right now just needs to make some first downs, needs to sustain a little something offensively.
This is well set up. You can see those offensive linemen just let him go. And when Rose catches it, he's out in the backfield, actually.
That's the number 1 receiver in District 24A, and he hadn't done much up to this point. They've really done a good job of defending him.
Right now, Robert Green's playing him one-on-one. Handoff is to Halfin. He goes up the middle. Boy, twist forward there. Almost got through the linebackers. Pushes it down to the 46-yard line. That's almost 5 yards on first down. You can see him, he gets hit right here by the defensive line. He just keeps twisting and twisting, keeps those legs moving. Second down, we'll call it 6. 3 receivers to the right. The slant was taken away from him.
Oh, got him. That's going to say that's inbounds. Nice job on the sidelines then. Sure looked like it was going to be out of bounds. Let's see.
Must have tiptoed over there at the 35-yard line. They were trying a quick slant to the left, and that was well covered. Yeah, looks like he kept his feet down. Murdoch on the catch there. Avery Murdoch, number 3, hauled it in for the first down at the 35-yard line of LCM. 3 receivers to this side. Halfin sweeps this direction. Brought down by Jake Sonyer, number 17. Plays junior, he's a junior defensive back and quarterback also. Has quite a few passing yards himself for the Bears.
Starting to look a little bit more like the P&G offense that we expected to see tonight on this drive.
Gain of 7, second down and 3 yards to go. Two receivers to each side. Walker throws it in the air. It's tipped by Jeremiah Rose. He was open on that deep route as all the Bears were playing single coverage over there.
And they had a cornerback blitzing. Little high. A lot of Jeremiah Rose oftentimes will go up and make that kind of play.
Third down and 3. Clock stopped at 4:05 in the first half. Walker still got it. Tipped up in the air
Wow.
again. Almost intercepted. The Bears were saying, oh, I should have had it.
Robert Green, it was there for him.
They're really looking for Jeremiah Rose right now. Good fake there to Halfin, but tipped up by a defensive lineman, and Green had one finger on it, perhaps.
Apparently he just didn't see it before it got up on him, so fourth down, and P&G going to take a timeout. This is a big play for them.
We'll take a break and see what they come up with on fourth down when we get back.
About Lamar University is that even though it is smaller, I realized just how big the pool of possibilities were. Finding that out, I dove right in.
What surprised me the most about Lamar University is the support and encouragement that I receive from faculty and staff. They always challenge me to push myself further. At Lamar University, nothing is out of reach. I've done everything from cleaning up local beaches to studying on beaches in Belize.
Texas roots, infinite possibilities. Lamar University.
Well, they're still on the sidelines talking. This must be an important play, Bob.
I think it probably is. When you're down 14-6, you're a heavy favorite. You're at home, and the visitors have come in and just dominated the game. You need to get something going. P&G not been able to stop LCM up to this point, so you don't want to turn the ball back over without getting some points on the board here. And didn't think they would try a field goal there. They want 6.
A different formation. Sparks gets the handoff. He's rolling over to his right.
Not going to get it
Fantastic defense over there by Jake Sonyer, number 17, who fought off the blocker and tackled him for a loss.
Right now, LCM's got all the answers.
You can see lots of blocking backs out there for Sparks, but Sparks kept going on to the outside, and Halfin was unable to block Jake Sonyer. 17 gets a good headbutt.
Nice job of fighting off the blocker. LCM takes over with 3:54 left in the half, and what they would like to do is ground out a couple of first downs, eat up the rest of that clock, not give P&G another opportunity, and LCM will get the ball to start the third quarter. The P&G defense needs to step up.
Tolliver takes the ball, bounces to the outside, drives forward, gets about to the 37.
You know, you look at the scores, you look at LCM scores, and there have been 2 common opponents. Okay, we're going to get another look at this play again. He's going to turn it back inside, get him about 4. They lost their season opener to West Orange Stark 21-3 and lost to Silsbee 34-20. P&G, meanwhile, beat Silsbee 45-21 and West Orange Stark 37-34. So much for comparing scores.
And then you go into district and everything changes. Tolliver dives forward. He's across the 40. Let's have to wait and see where it's marked to see if it's a first down or not.
And it is.
Right at the 40-yard line. So for 1 minute at a time, they got 10 yards further down the field.
So if they can grind out one more first down, they're going to eat up the rest of the half.
Early drops back. He's looking deep in the direction of Trey Chandler, but he took a hard hit from the backside as he let that ball go. That was a slow developing play.
Really a little surprised to see them do that, Charlie. I mean, I think you're running the ball well. You can run the first half clock out with a 14-6 lead. Now you put yourself in a position where if you can't get a first down in the next 2 plays, you're going to give that P&G offense one more shot.
Blaine Pivoto on defense there against Chandler. There wasn't really an opening. Now, second down and 10. Tolliver plows across the 45, and the pile moves to the 47, so it'll be 3rd and 3.
They're getting 4, 5, and 6 yards every running play, and it's just a impressive line surge. He's getting 3, 4 yards before first contact.
The Cowboys would love to hear that. Seth Trahan, the fullback, helping to open many of the holes for all these LCM running backs. That time Tolliver is held short of the 50. It's going to be 4th down and less than a yard.
Big decision for Randy Crouch right now. Do you go for it? And they've shown the inclination to be able to make a yard against this P&G defense.
Offense is staying in.
If you don't get it now, you're giving P&G a chance to, you're giving them a short field and a chance. Will they try to draw them offside? Let's see.
They've got Marvis Brown lined up at the right offensive guard.
Will a quarterback sneak?
Here he goes again. Pushes forward. He's across the 50. They have to wait and see what the side judges say. They're the ones that mark the ball and come in. And he's waving them across. First down it is.
P&G was massed in the middle. There was no way he was going to get it going right behind the center. Well, that's a big first down for LCM now. If they choose, they can run the clock out.
The Bears have 1 timeout left. Of course, Caleb Harley again has that all-district wide receiver, Dalton Doyle. They can take a shot downfield.
And I think they probably will. Don't know if it'll be on first down.
Straight drop back, and here he goes. Had a shake route set up. Oh! Just off of his hands, and there it was. Doyle running the shake route and out and up.
LCM to this point now has rushed for 117 yards, and it's just really, they got to be following their game plan to attempt. Everything just working beautifully for them. Now let's see if they don't come back with another running play to try to eat clock, and probably see P&G take a timeout unless it's a 8 or 9 yard gain.
Back to the I formation. Tolliver jumped. Tolliver jumped, and that'll take him back 5 yards. That may put the Quietus on that touchdown option here in the first half.
Yeah, I think they're now totally going to try to run out the clock mode. P&G, what do they have, 2 timeouts left probably?
Yes.
So I think you'll see them take a timeout immediately. We're going to see a running play. I'd be shocked if LCM goes up with it from here.
Well, Tolliver came out, as did Seth Trahan, a new backfield in there, and they've gone to the spread.
Wow.
Robert Green at halfback. 2 receivers out on either side. It's a middle screen to Green. Oh, great tackle there by the linebacker.
And if he doesn't get it, that play may break big. Really well executed, but we get to see that again. Let's see.
Trey Rembert.
P&G kid, a little shovel pass right there.
And Trey Rembert smoked it out and was able to bring him down.
And somebody forgot to block, was just standing there watching the play. I guess that P&G call that timeout?
Yes, they did. P&G called a timeout with 3rd down and 11 to go to Little Cypress, Mauriceville, and we'll keep it here. This is an interesting time here from Port Neches-Groves' standpoint. Do you call that 4th timeout? You'll get the ball back with about 20 seconds left.
Yeah, I think they have to call it, and we'll see what LCM does, whether they throw it and risk stopping the clock, maybe run a draw play, a screen, something safe that'll keep the clock running.
I was really, I figured they'd take a shot downtown to Doyle, and it was just off of his fingertips, but you got to admit the LCM offense, ever since the first 2 series they had, when they didn't really move the ball, they fumbled a snap on a punt and lost it, and then had an interception by Corbin Coy on their first 2 possessions. But after that, touchdown and touchdown, just methodically taking it to the Indian defense.
And that ball control plus a good job defensively. I'm anxious to see the numbers at the half. I'm guessing that at this point P&G probably doesn't have 100 yards. And they're a team averaging over 400 a game.
Here in the first half, the Indians have gone for it on 4th down twice, and both times the Bears took over. And it seems like 4th down and short is LCM's bread and butter.
Now LCM's going to take a timeout.
That's interesting. A double timeout. You don't see that very often. I think some of the offensive players may have been a little bit mixed up. Well, I tell you what, Bob, let's take advantage of this to bring up our IBEW trivia question, which we like to do. Now, this one's going to be about football, I promise. This is the 100-year celebration of the formation of the IBEW Local 479 located here in Beaumont. And we got an LCM trivia question for you. They made it into the quarterfinals the last time they were in the playoffs in 1997. Which Texas powerhouse knocked them off that year? Now, you got 4 good choices there, Bob. I mean,
4
West
really
Stark,
good choices, yeah.
Lamarck, Dennison, and Sweeney.
Wow, that's a really good question. This is 16 years ago. This was the last time they made it to we're in the playoffs, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, that is. And again, I want to thank Tori Manning, the ace researcher, for looking that up for us. So let's see what happens here on 3rd down and short while Bob is ruminating about 1997 and where he was 16 years ago. You probably covered the game, Bob.
I don't think so.
3rd down and 11. Inside handoff to Green, and the pile moves forward 4 yards, but it's well short, and P&G will call their last timeout.
Haven't yet. They let 3 or 4 seconds run off, but they are going to get the ball back with some time.
So it's 4th down for the Bears at the P&G 47. So let's take a look at the answer. Before you do the answer, Bob, what was your guess? Can you bring the question up again, guys? We had 4 options there. Which one you get to go with, Bob?
I'm going to go Lamarck.
Lamarck, and the answer is Lamarck. You got it
right.
right.
That?
That was the 3rd. They won 3
they
state
had a heck of a
championships
run.
in a
Lamarck
row.
had a heck of a run, yeah.
But LCM had a runner that year named Chris Omey, O-M-E-Y.
Right.
His season record still stands, 1,440 yards that season. They averaged like 400 yards a game rushing that year. 6.2 average is what they did.
P&G probably going to come after the punter here.
They're in tight
And
punt
there they
formation.
come.
He
They
came close
almost
to
got
it. Fair catch is called by Jeremiah Rose at the 21-yard line, so both teams executed what they were supposed to do. LCM executed the punt, and P&G will have the ball with a 1st and 10 and 41 seconds left.
Okay, so this gives P&G a chance, and you go back now to, does Randy Crouch wish he'd have just run the ball? He could have run the clock out. I'm sure he's thinking, hey, we're probably going to need more points to score. We got good field position. We got to take a shot at it.
Well, they've loosened up their secondary quite a bit here. Kai Walker, Hoffman next to him. Walker does a little bit of a play action, and he's going to be sacked. The first sack of the game. It's big number 78, Slade Ferguson, comes in from his defensive line position. The senior tackles the junior.
Well, I tell you, you got to be impressed with this LCM ball club. They have played some football on both sides. They're making plays.
Low snap. Walker brings it up. He's throwing, caught at the 21-yard line there.
That's going to be about it, too.
Brought down there
have
by.
to hurry to get another one off. Don't think they will.
And that is the end of the first half, a surprising one, as the Little Cypress Mauriceville Bears are ahead of the Port Neches-Groves Indians 14-6 at halftime of the P&G homecoming. You're watching the Port Arthur News Friday Night Experience. We'll be back with the second half in just a moment.
At the Medical Center of Southeast Texas, our commitment to providing high-quality medical care includes offering the most modern technology available. A state-of-the-art emergency room, a dedicated heart center, surgical suites with the latest in digital technology, a 64-slice CT scanner, the first hospital with such a unit in Southeast Texas, and an obstetrics unit with neonatal intensive care for high-risk babies. It means maintaining a medical staff composed of skilled board-certified physicians in a number of medical specialties, backed by experienced nurses, medical technicians, and support staff. Together, we strive to make your experience as pleasant, convenient, and comfortable as possible, with all private rooms, thoughtfully appointed birthing suites, and innovations in the ER to minimize your wait time. Voted Best Hospital for 2012 by the Port Arthur News Readers, and 5-star rated by Health Grades in key procedures. At the Medical Center of Southeast Texas, we're dedicated to helping you get well, get healthy, and get your life back to normal as quickly as possible.
TV.
the words of legendary announcer Mr. Tip Durham. Ball
Bonsoir, mes amis. Laissez les bon temps rouler. It is with particular pleasure and profound pride I present to you the Purple Pride of Fort Neches-Groves, the Indian Band and Indianettes, 2013-2014. Performing groups are under the field direction of Cassie Coffey, Cameron Dell, Brianna Smith. Please direct your attention to the field as the Indian twirlers take the field. They are performing their routine to Thanks for the Memories. The 2013-2014 Indian twirlers are Co-head twirler Lynn Nguyen, Co-head twirler Carrie Den, Caitlin Bassano, Holly Harrington, Brenna Thomas, Victoria White, Priscilla Castaneda. That's when I'll take the field. Will be performing a routine to fill this moment. The 2013-2014 Indianet officers are Lieutenant Claire Brown, Lieutenant Charlie Flood, Lieutenant Lou Dixon, Lieutenant Alexis Everhart, Captain Morgan Fowler, Lieutenant Brianna Georgie, Lieutenant Allie Glaze, Lieutenant Hannah Richardson, Lieutenant Tessa Running. It is tradition for the Indianet to announce the most outstanding individuals of the week. This week's Junior Indianet of the Week is Brooke Landry. Senior Indianet of the Week is Anna Fontenot. Team Line of the Week is Lieutenant Allie Glaze from Team Line. K-5 Indianet Clinic will be held on November 2nd from 1:30 to 3:30 in the auxiliary gym at the high school. The cost will be $25 per participant. You may access the registration form on the district website or on your child's school website. Indianet directors are Laura Shipman and Alicia Barnett.
Can't go over there.
The Indian Band and Indianettes will now perform their 2013 UIL marching show entitled Classical Madness. WIL Marching Festival. We hope you can be here to support our band in Indianapolis.
We're at halftime at the reservation, and the visiting Little Cypress Mauriceville Bears are surprising the hometown Port Neches-Groves Indians by a score of 14-6. Bob, not quite what you expected the way the game started.
No, P&G's first 3 possessions inside the LCM 40, they only get 6 points out of it. That's all they've got. 14-6 LCM, and it's no fluke. I mean, LCM has totally dominated the game. The statistics are just mind-blowing. P&G, which averages over 400 yards a game, second in the district, has 82 total yards, 40 rushing, 42 passing, only 4 first downs. LCM has 13 first downs, 124 rushing yards, and 159 total yards. I mean, they have dominated the game physically on the line of scrimmage. And it will be interesting to see what adjustments were made, particularly on the P&G side. They have got to be able to stop LCM from running the ball and eating up the clock. And LCM will get the ball first here in the second half. And I think it's critical that P&G get a stop. They just can't afford to let them go down the field. An underdog like this, their confidence just continues to build the longer that they stay in and lead a game that, I think if you had odds on this game, LCM would have probably been a 2-touchdown underdog.
Reese Wardlow opened up the scoring with a 22-yard run for the Indians, and Swinging Gate point after failed 6-0, and then LCM scored 2 touchdowns. Quarterback Caleb Hurley on a 1-yard run, and then a 3-yard run by Brandon Tolliver, who takes the kickoff and is taken backwards by the Indians. It'll be first down and 10 at the 27-yard line of Port Neches-Groves.
And I think we're going to see P&G selling out to stop the run, and that could lead to a big play off a play-action pass.
LCM trying to get their passing game going. Dalton Doyle, their returning all-district receiver, and Caleb Harley tried to hit him deep there at the end of the first half, but just off of Doyle's fingers. First down and 10. Tolliver set up at tailback. Fullback is Seth Trahan. Tolliver bounces outside, gets to the 30-yard line. 2-yard gain for the Bears. Second down and 8. Almost like an influence play with the fullback going one direction and the tailback going the other, trying to get the linebackers flowing in the wrong way.
And that's one of the few times that that P&G has held them. That's only a 2-yard gain running the ball, so that's a good start for the Indians.
Tolliver bounces outside, and there's some room over there. He puts his head down, trying to get that first down at the 38-yard line. Looks
he's
like
close.
He got it.
Yep, that's and P&G had it defended, had the play stopped inside, so he bounces outside. Look at this. There's a lot of purple shirts there. He has the mentality to jump to the outside, gets another first down for LCM. That's 14 first downs to 4.
Staying with the unbalanced line, twin receiver now to the left side. Tolliver, right guard, tripped up as he crosses the 50, or he would have gotten 10 more yards. First down, 13-yard play.
It's about starting to be a little bit nervous time for PNG. I keep saying their offense is going to come alive, but they've got to get on the field to do it.
Great downfield blocking there from the offensive line. You could see how the lineman would get to their defender and just stand them straight up and stay with them. And staying engaged is the key when you're doing that type of blocking. Same formation. Basically the same play. Tolliver bounces outside, tries to turn, makes positive yardage, 3 yards out of nothing.
Yep, absolutely nothing. That's a nice piece of running on his part.
Late flag comes in. Personal foul face mask called against Fort Neches-Groves on the tackle. That'll add 15 yards. Takes the ball down to the 30-yard line of the Indians.
Well, watch it. It's going to look like he's done right there. And just wiggles his way loose, and by getting that second and third effort, he also draws the face mask penalty and moves LCM to the 30-yard line.
Brandon Tolliver, 5'9", 165-pound senior for the Bears. Tolliver is hit quickly. Defensive end comes crashing in. That's John Domain, number 14, coming in from the right side. That's the quickest Tolliver has gone down all night. Excuse me, not Tolliver, it's Robert Green, number 5. Green taken down for just a 1-yard gain. Second down and 9 to go. Sorry, Bob.
Keep thinking play action's coming.
Those safeties are staying deep, though. There are 2 of them literally 10 yards deep. Green looking to bounce to the outside, cuts it forward. There's a flag coming in there.
Probably going to be a hole where that one went down.
3-yard gain, but let's see what the referee has. You can see the way the play kind of developed. It was strung out by the defenders, and there is the hold call. 10-yard spot foul, make it second down and 19 to go.
So that will pretty much necessitate, there's the hole right there, I think, at the top of the, there it is.
There's the almost a tackle. Bears make some substitutions, as do the Indians. 2 receivers to the right-hand side, staying in the I formation. Harley rolls out. Gain of 10 yards on first down. Just a quick little out to Kobe Roddy, who came onto the field for that.
Surprising cushion. Look at the cushion he's given over here on near the sideline.
No one really close to him.
Not really in good position to defend the play.
It's third down and 8 to go. Robert Green at tailback. Same play, and this time Roddy gets it very close. He's going to be short of the first down, but it's going to be within 2 yards, Bob, and we've seen quarterback sneaks go that far in this game.
Yeah, let's see if they come back to that this time. First, you're going to see the little, just the same play, rolls right, has the cushion, gets the gain near the first down marker.
Fourth down and 1. Brandon Bryan knocked Roddy out of bounds on that play.
Just a big play for PNG right here. They will stack the middle. Look at that.
Quarterback sneak, he's pushing. They took his legs out from under him, though. This time, number 31 comes in from the side, Bobby Dawson, and he took Harley's legs out from under him. The referee says he got across the 20. Forward push.
Yep.
As the last one leaving the line.
You see who he went behind.
Marvis Brown, big 77, and he's pushing forward. But good play on both sides there. That ball just barely got across the 20. First down and 10, and the Bears go back to their normal offense. Green with the ball. Robert Green gets down to the 12-yard line. 8 yards on first down, Bob.
Pretty impressive. I mean, there's no subtlety about what they're going to do. They're just lining up, coming right at them. And they are rolling time off that clock. This drive, when the ball is snapped, will have taken almost 4.5 minutes.
Unbalanced line to the right. Green runs to the left, dodges somebody in the backfield and gets the first down to the 6-yard line.
This is, who could have figured this? I mean, this is just.
Chris Mangini got into the backfield there, and you can see that Green just barely was able to get away from him. I'm impressed by the Bear running backs. They get a running start toward the offensive line, and they have to stop short and change holes.
Right.
They have to change direction.
A lot of patience, do a good job picking their way.
Unbalanced line to the right. The Indians trying to stop the Bears. Green gets to the 3-yard line, and that looks like a rugby scrum right there. Down to the 3-yard line. It'll be
second and goal.
And they're just lining up and moving those piles forward.
You don't see in modern day high school football, college football, you don't see many drives that take this long. It's usually bam, bam, bam down the field.
Doyle comes wide to the left-hand side. Green takes
Good stop there. Got some penetration off.
Green gets a yard forward. He gets it down to inside the 2-yard line. Good move in there from Michael Hughes, number 22.
Michael Hughes makes the play, and PNG is going to need to do it 2 more times, I think.
Third down and goal. Ball is resting at the 2.
Well, find number 77 where he lines up, Charlie, and then look right behind him. That's where the football's going.
He's coming to the left-hand side. They have an unbalanced line to the left-hand side.
Went the other way.
Green, great
Good
surge.
defensive play, yes. They may make him go for a field goal here now, which would make him a 2-score game.
Leonel Arredondo, the senior,
yep,
came in to stop him 1 yard in the backfield. Great move here.
Big play for PNG. And I would think LCM would opt for the field goal, because that would make it a 2-score game. And I think that's what we're going to see here.
Trent Manuel, their kicker, has a very good leg. We saw him on the kickoffs earlier. Quarterback Caleb Harley is the holder from the 10-yard line. And it is good. The 3 points go on the board. Little Cypress Mauriceville extends their lead to 11 points, making it 17-6. We'll be back in just a minute.
Unique is the people who purchase them. And when picking one, every detail counts, right down to the stitching on the seats. So why should picking a car loan be any different? Whether it's a low rate or a low payment you're looking for, at Do Good, we customize loans to fit your needs. And we'll make sure your lending experience is everything you want it to be. Easy, convenient, and hassle-free. At Do Good, you'll love your car loan as much as you love your car.
And that's just one more way they do good.
The Museum of the Gulf Coast, where our area collection of the Jurassic period meets Janis Joplin with 60-plus Music Hall of Fame musicians, head coach Jimmy Johnson, Bum and Wade Phillips with 60-plus sports legends, and more than 35 notable people. Discover the arrival of early man to our area and the Civil War in the Gulf Coast region. Learn the stories behind this and so much more. Open 7 days a week. Museum of the Gulf Coast, a museum like no other.
Manuel's 20-yard field goal is good, making it 17-6, and now he gets to kick off. He's put 2 in the end zone. The first one was run out, the opening kickoff run out by Blaine Pivoteau from 5 yards deep into Bear territory. This time it'll be 8 yards deep. Pivoteau fumbles it, and he goes ahead and downs it, so it'll be a 1st and 10 from the 25.
Charlie, 13 plays, 72 yards, 6 minutes and 57 seconds. And it really puts pressure on PNG's offense to respond, to answer with points. Because you get in a game like this and you start feeling like, man, if I don't make something happen, it's going to be a long time before I get back on the field.
There's a flag sitting at the 15-yard line. It may have been a dead ball foul, and that's indeed what's called. Personal foul against the kicking team and against the offensive team. Apparently a little bit of extracurricular activity after the play. So
why is the ball being spotted where it's being spotted?
Should be at the 25-yard line.
That's what I'm thinking. He put it on the 19.
Now they've got it. Now they've got it right. 1st down and 10 for the Indians. 2 scores down. Kai Walker at quarterback. Brant Halfin, left halfback. 3 receivers to the right-hand side. They run that quick screen to Jeremiah Rose again. Rose steps out of bounds at the 25, almost intercepted. You can see the number 7, Teontre Gant, a senior from the Bears. He knew what was going to happen. He just couldn't get there quick enough.
I think you got to give Randy Crouch and his staff a tremendous amount of credit. They have had their players in the right places, and the kids have done a really good job of executing.
Here's a great field level camera. You got to duck in your end zone down there in your living room. 2nd down and 9. Quick out to Reese Wardlow, number 36, hauls it in at the 30-yard line.
Tell you what, this 3rd down play here for PNG is just absolutely critical. You just cannot give the ball back to these guys after 3 plays.
5-yard gain on the play. It's 3rd down and a short 4. 3 receivers to the left-hand side. Walker rolls over, looking that direction. He's looking deep. He's going to have the ball knocked out of his hands. Picked up by the Bears. Still bumping, and it's going to be a touchdown. Little Cypress Mauriceville as the fumble kept going. Flag late on the play.
I wonder if they're going to call it down, though, after the first fumble and before the second.
Walker had the ball knocked out of his hands as he was trying to evade the sack. The second fumble was retrieved by the Bears and taken into the end zone, so let's see what the referee has to say.
You've got to see this play over, too.
They're coming over to the side to make sure we understand. Touchdown is good. Dead ball foul, personal foul against the Indians. That'll be assessed on the kickoff.
Whoa.
6 points on the board for Little Cypress. Here's the play. You can see he has a lot of pressure right in his face there.
45, was it 45? He knocked it out, got it, ran it, fumbled it, and 17 picked it up and ran it on in.
Jake Sonyer.
It was Cale Simon that forced the fumble and recovered it and took it part of the way.
Part of the way, and Jake Sonyer took it the rest of the way. Manuel adds the point after. It is 24-6. A surprising turn of events. Stay with us. Kickoff to Port Neches-Groves will be coming up in just a moment.
Crazy idea. What if your bank actually paid you for using your debit card? Let's say 10 cents for every $10 or more debit card purchase. How amazing would that be? We call it Cashback Counts Checking from Community Bank, a free debit card that pays you to use it. Even he's smiling at that. Swipe all you can from your bank. Community Bank of Texas. bank where you live.
Lamar University is the contact that you have with the professors there. They're always willing to help with anything that you need.
Living in Cardinal Village, I've made great friends. We've been able to study together and have fun all at the same time.
The diversity at Lamar University really surprised me. I made so many different friends from all over the world.
When I graduate from Lamar University, I know I'll be prepared for my chemical engineering career. Our engineering program is one of the best in the state.
Texas Roots, infinite possibilities. Lamar.
After the personal foul is assessed, the Bears are kicking off from the Indian 45-yard line, and the thinking up here is that Manuel's going to try for a field goal, or at least try and put it through the uprights. That would be a real
no points.
No points, no points. But you talk about a coup to do that. And look at that ball fly. I mean, that's through the middle. He just did it.
He took it right down Broadway.
First down and 10 from the 25-yard line for the Indians. Very surprising turn of events there as 2 touchdowns, or rather a touchdown and a field goal scored by Little Cypress Mauriceville. Let's take a look at the touchdown again.
Yeah.
I mean, this was a very unique play.
Watch number 45 make the initial play here, right there. Got off his butt. Well, actually, it wasn't 45 that forced it.
He's the one that stopped Walker, and then the ball just keeps rolling. Sonier picks it up and runs in with it.
So I gave the wrong guy credit for punching the ball out.
Back to live action. Halfin takes the ball across the 30-yard line. It's on a first down play. 6 yards the gain, 2nd and 4.
So this is a 3-score game now. It had to be a tremendous sense of urgency offensively for the Indians.
Walker in the shotgun, hands off to Halfin on the sweep, and he is met by a host of Bears. No gain on the play. He may have lost a yard.
Count up how many guys are playing on defense, Charlie. There must be 13 or 14 out there because they got people everywhere.
They're flying to the ball, but you got to admit those linebackers are coming in hard. First contact, Troy Angelo, senior, coming across. He got an arm on Halfin and forced him back to the inside where the other Bears were waiting. Audible from the side being called in. Sparks goes out to the left-hand side with Jeremiah Rose. Walker rolls over there. It's a wraparound draw. Halfin's got the first down.
And they desperately needed that one.
Halfin gets to the 38-yard line.
This is about as good as I've ever seen Brandon Faircloth offense get defensed by somebody. Even last year when the Indians were struggling, they moved the ball.
2 receivers to the left-hand side. Halfin in the pistol formation. Walker fakes it to him. He's looking deep. He's got Sparks over there. Flag is thrown on Dalton Doyle.
And I think it's probably because he didn't look, because it didn't look like there was any contact, but it was more like it was a face guarding type play.
Interesting automatic first down is called. The referees give the...
See if we can get another look at that one.
Takes it into Bear territory at the 47. I don't know if we'll get it downfield quick enough, but perhaps we will. Here's the ball up in the air. I don't know if he ever touched him, Bob, but I couldn't tell from the replay. First down and 10 for the Indians at the Bear 47-yard line. Now the referees are all in position. We can start the play. This time Halfin gets the ball straight up the middle. Tripped up after about a 9-yard gain.
Yeah, Charlie, I really think P&G's got to get a touchdown on this possession to come back and win the game. Because they're 3 scores down and there's no assurances they can get LCM stopped.
Rose to the left. Sparks and Murdoch to the right. Walker and Halfin in the backfield. Halfin with the ball, bounces backward, has his helmet taken off of him on the tackle. Taken sideways, and there's one, looks like we've got an injured bear on the field at the 39-yard line. He's holding that left leg straight. We'll have an injury timeout here as he is not moving at all. The trainers are coming out to check on him. Both teams will go to the sidelines during this injury timeout. We would like to tell you the Friday night experience can be viewed anytime on the KFDM Channel 6 website at kfdm.com. Just click on the sports tab and then the Friday night experience page. It's presented to you by JK Chevrolet at the airport and Fultz Chiropractic, Jared's Paint and Body, Larry's French Market, Ritter Lumber, Sports Connection, and the Texas Coastal Community Credit Union. All of these fine sponsors supporting high school football in Southeast Texas. And fans, I can tell you around the state, one of the popular things we get to do here in Southeast Texas is play a little game called I Beat Bob West. And beating you is gotten to be a real coup for some people. They get nice hats out of it and everything, right, and bragging rights.
And it's happening. Well, it's pretty amazing, Charlie, really. The guy that won this last week, and there were some upsets. Guy goes 14-1.
Wow.
14-1. And actually, there were two people went 14-1. He won on the tiebreaker.
Caleb Green, the injured bear, senior defensive lineman's able to make it to the side. But you can see he's still kind of limping on that left leg right there. I don't know if it's a bad muscle cramp or if he took a shot on the knee, but he's able to walk off on his own, which is probably good because Caleb's 239 pounds. I don't know if the trainer could have gotten him off.
Got some good-sized kids over there, the two offensive linemen.
Third down and short. Indians go into a close formation. Handoff to Cody Cropper, number 11. Gets the first down to the 35-yard line. Walker and Halpin come back onto the field. First down and 10, but that clock's working down. We're at 1:52 in the third quarter.
This is a drive the Indians just absolutely have to finish off.
Walker fakes to Halpin. Walker
of
looks
time.
deep. Got Rose open on the cross. Rose gets to the 20-yard line and is tackled. 16-yard gain on first down. Ball spotted at the 14, first and 10 for the Fort Neches-Groves Indians, trying to celebrate their homecoming with a victory.
Had plenty of time, lots of time. Looked the field over, looked it over, found his man, got him the first down.
Two receivers to each side, Rose over to the left. Walker's looking to roll the screen. He gets it to Halpin, but Halpin's going to be tackled at the 19-yard line. Play looked like it had more going for it, but
good work defensively by Brady Lyons and Cale Simon. Down to the 1 minute mark in the third quarter. P&G looking at the short end of a 24-6 scoreboard.
Second down and a long 9 to go. Sparks goes out to the left. Rose in tight to the right as a tight end. Oh, overthrows his man. That was a well-designed play. Reese Wardlow was wide open in the left flat.
Credit to pressure, though. He had a guy in his face, forced him to rush. Watch, I think it's going to be number 43 coming off the corner here, right there.
Well designed. That was a touchdown.
Yep. But Gerald Taylor forcing him to unload just a little bit quick, threw it a little bit high.
Three receivers to the left-hand side, and Coach Brandon Faircloth, offensive coordinator, calls the audible. Halpin moves to a right halfback position, and we've got a flag on the play. Delay of game. Yep. Wow. Delay of game. That 5 yards is crucial on a third down and 9 to go. 36 seconds left in the third quarter, and you're reading it right. Little Cypress, Mauriceville 24, Fort Neches-Groves 6.
I think this is what tonight's proving, among other things. Be careful about who you schedule for homecoming. Be very selective.
Still got to play the game. Fake to Halfin. Walker's looking deep. Intercepted. Intercepted by the Bears. He drops the ball. It goes out of bounds. The fumble is good. Dalton Doyle. Doyle with the interception, and he was watching Walker's eyes the whole way.
Sure was.
Wow. That interception looked to be about the 6-yard line. You can watch Walker tracking on the crossing pattern. And Doyle steps in front of Rose and takes off.
The hill just got a lot steeper for the Indians.
Second interception by the Bears. Brandon Tolliver intercepted Walker earlier in the second quarter. Now Tolliver lines up at tailback as the Bears go back to the two receivers to the right, but they're giving it to Tolliver running up the middle. Goes off the right tackle for a 3-yard, make it a 4-yard gain. Second down and 6. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. The Bears are perfectly happy with this scenario. 24-6 after 3. They have the ball at the Indian 42-yard line. We'll take a commercial break and be back in just a moment.
At the Medical Center of Southeast Texas, our commitment to providing high-quality medical care includes offering the most modern technology available. A state-of-the-art emergency room, a dedicated heart center, surgical suites with the latest in digital technology, a 64-slice CT scanner, the first hospital with such a unit in Southeast Texas, and an obstetrics unit with neonatal intensive care for high-risk babies. It means maintaining a medical staff composed of skilled board-certified physicians in a number of medical specialties, backed by experienced nurses, medical technicians, and support staff. Together, we strive to make your experience as pleasant, convenient, and comfortable as possible, with all private rooms, thoughtfully appointed birthing suites, and innovations in the ER to minimize your wait time. Voted Best Hospital for 2012 by the Port Arthur News Readers, and 5-star rated by Health Grades in key procedures. At the Medical Center of Southeast Texas, we're dedicated to helping you get well, get healthy, and get your life back to normal as quickly as possible.
Second down for the Bears as we start the fourth quarter.
And wrap your arms around this number, 124 total yards for P&G through 3 quarters. They average 405 a game.
Wow. Tolliver with the ball trying to bounce outside, and this time they hold on to him. John Domain, among others, trying to strip the ball away from the running back.
The other critical number is 3 turnovers for P&G, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Of course, the fumble wound up being a touchdown. Indians trying to rip the ball away here. They need stops. They need that ball back.
Third down and 5 yards to go for the Bears. They started this possession at the Indian 46-yard line after that interception return from Dalton Doyle. Robert Green is taken back by the center of the Indian defense.
And that was a 3-and-out the Indians absolutely had to have. They get it, so they're going to get the ball back with a little under 11 minutes. That's the best defensive series they've had all night. Why is the clock stopped? Somebody call it.
I think there was a flag and the penalty was refused against the offense. The Indians wanted to go ahead and take the ball, so it's a 4th down and 5.
Well, shouldn't they be winding the clock? Yeah, there.
Yeah, they just got it going. They had to set the ball up there. Now Randy Crouch is calling them all over again to make sure they understand what's going on. I think he's going to be willing to take the 5-yard penalty.
Probably going to let the clock. Yeah, we'll let the the play clock wind all the way down.
Yeah, and just go ahead and take the penalty, and because they're not going to waste that time out. 5 yards, the way their kickers can kick, punting from the 46 is just as good as punting from the 41. Delay of game called. Jeremiah Rose is dropping back for the Indians to return the perceived punt.
And I would be surprised if they would kick it to him and give him a chance to make a momentum-changing play. I would think you'd want to tell your punter, hey, just kick it out of bounds.
Trent Manuel, the Bear with the strong leg, in tight punt formation. Indians might be trying to come at it again, and they are. Manuel kicks it basically straight up in the air. It's going to land at the 30, but a good bounce. It's going to be marked out of bounds at the 22-yard line of the Indians. So P&G will take over, first down and 10 at that point with 10:25 left in the game.
And they need a big play, and that's been characteristic of their offense all year. They've made big plays. Now, I can't recall a play tonight of over 20 yards. The biggest play has been the return of the opening kickoff, been the biggest offensive play they've had.
Blaine Pivato's kickoff return from 5 yards deep that put it well into Bear territory. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Kai Walker. Play action to Half, and Walker's looking deep. Hits Jeremiah Rose at the 35-yard line, steps over 4 and gets away from the knocked out of bounds by the last one at the 40-yard line.
Jeremiah Rose so dangerous, big play waiting to happen.
Max protection there for the Indians, Kyle Walker. He just stepped over 3 of the Bears right
got away
there.
with 3 guys.
Halfin now at right halfback. Walker hit just as he throws the ball. And the defender got there just as the ball did. Rose was open. Walker didn't have much chance to put power onto that ball because he was getting knocked backward by one of the Bears.
Well, he did get hit as soon as he released it. Tolliver gets there.
Second down and 10 from the 40-yard line. You can see he just got his fingers right in there.
Great replay work there on our camera guys.
Walker rolls to his right. He's got Sparks wide open down deep.
Picked.
An interception again. Brought down this time by Jake Sonyer, number 17. Sonyer with the interception. Wow.
I think that may be the one that
tipped there. Sparks' ball was a little bit underthrown. Sparks was open deep in the middle. Ball was a little bit underthrown, tipped up by the Bears, and Sonyer comes down with it.
For Kai Walker now 10 of 19 with 3 intercepted. Really a subpar game tonight for Kai Walker, who's been very good this year. Leading passer in the district going in with 62 of 92. Only had 2 interceptions all season prior to tonight, and he's been picked 3 times tonight.
Robert Green with the ball. Gains about 2 yards, hit by numerous Indians. The linebacker corps had a meeting when he hit the line right there.
Well, P&G's totally sold out to stop the run now, Charlie, so it's it'll be a matter of if Randy Crouch wants to roll the dice maybe, a little play action and go downfield, or just run the ball and play defense. And that may be what he's thinking. Hey, because they've got him, P&G's got them outnumbered now. They can't block them all. It's basically a goal line defense.
8 in the box that time, 2 on single coverage on the wide receivers outside, and 1 shallow safety. You can see there it's backside pursuit that was able to get him that time. Number 60, Leno Arredondo. Again, we've called his name several times tonight.
He's been in on a lot of tackles. So we're under 9 minutes. 3-score game, LCM being very conservative.
Hurley throws the ball away. So he did not have anybody open. You know, trying to play action on 3rd down and 9's almost a given. That's a Romo play.
Once again, not a very productive series. Looked like he could have rolled away from the pressure and maybe bought himself some time, but
Indians look like they're going to try a return as both Rose and Caleb Sparks go back.
Well, P&G needs a big play, and they need a big play that scores a touchdown.
Tight punt formation.
Yeah, it is a return. Going to be a return all the way.
Manuel puts it up in the air. It hits at the 50, takes a little bit of a bounce, but downed at the 45-yard line, make it the 46. P&G will take over there, 1st down and 10, but the clock's starting to work against them quite a bit. But at least that interception didn't cost them anything.
Well, it just cost them, 2 minutes off the clock probably, and that's a big 2 minutes. But LCM now just seems content. They just seem really confident that their defense can handle whatever P&G throws at them, and so far they have.
The alert referee saw the ball was touched at the 49. New quarterback, Adam Morse, the sophomore, comes in, throws a quick slant pattern that is dropped by the Indians receiver, Murdoch.
And this young man, Adam Morris, came in in the Summer Creek game against a very good Summer Creek team and made some plays in the first half.
When you look at that score, Summer Creek against the Indians, keep in mind Summer Creek is a 5A masquerading as a 4A. They've got a lot of kids up there at that school. Murdoch catches it this time, a deep out pattern, gains 5 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 5 to go for the Indians. Morse, a strong-arm sophomore.
It's Teandre Grant, lets him catch the ball, just comes up, drills him down, keeps him inbounds. Clock continues to run. Inside 8 minutes. Going to take a miracle for P&G.
2 receivers to the left. A little bit of a low snap. Morse off the hands of Caleb Sparks. Number 10 may have been just a little bit low for the receiver. Incompletion brings up 4th down.
No question they're going on 4th down here.
Defense there by Jake Sonyer.
This is about as quiet as you'll ever hear the folks on the reservation. It is just totally silent. No enthusiasm at all right now.
Plenty of time on the play clock, 15 seconds just now. Morse rolls to his left, holds the ball. He's going to be tackled well short of the 1st down.
And inbounds, and that's going to turn the ball back over to LCM. And wow, what a disappointing homecoming this one's going to be for Port Neches-Groves. For folks around the state, Port Neches-Groves really impressive coming in here tonight. Going to see the play again. This is a sophomore quarterback. Got to understand running it out of bounds not going to do any good. Just throw it up and hope somebody catches it. But P&G comes in 3-1. They're only lost to a very good Summer Creek team, ranked in the top 10, I believe, maybe as high as number 4 or 5. Other than that, they'd blown people out. And this is just a total shocker.
3rd time this game that the Indians have turned it over on downs. Green bounces inside, gets to the 49-yard line before the Indians catch up with him.
And as I've said earlier, P&G comes in averaging 405 yards a game. And right now, I guess they're maybe at 150. It's just, what a dominant performance. And, you go back to those first 3 possessions of the game, Charlie, and P&G gets field position inside the 40 and manages to score 6 points. And we didn't know it at the time, but that told you a lot about how this football game is going to go.
Randy Crouch's defense, the Bears doing an excellent job tonight. Green taken down from the backside as this time the pursuit catches up to him very quickly. Loss of a yard on the play.
And all LCM wants to do is run plays and run the clock. That's all they have to do. They are 6 minutes and 30 seconds away from going 2-0 in District 24A. This is a team that hadn't been in the playoffs in 16 years. And they have put themselves now in a pretty good position.
Next week, the Bears will be traveling to the Nederland Bulldogs to play Nederland for their homecoming. That might be the trick. And
wow.
P&G will be hosting Beaumont Central next week. Hand off to Green, hit at the line. He falls forward to the 50 for a 2-yard gain, but that'll make it 4th down and 5. And timeout, it looks like, is being called by the Indians. So we'll take a break here and come back for the Little Cypress Mauriceville punt. They're ahead 24-6.
My fortune, I earned it the old-fashioned way, with long hours and hard work, and now I'm debt-free.
You're debt-free because 5 Point paid off our loan.
Precisely, my dear.
Go mow the yard.
5 Point is paying off 3 loans, plus you can get up to a 2% rate discount. 5 Point Credit Union. Money for loans right here at home.
Your chariot awaits.
Diversification is important and means more than owning different stocks. Hi, I'm Mike Fulgens, president of Universal Coin and Bullion. I've been helping clients nationwide for 15 years diversify with gold. And I want to send you a free copy of our award-winning gold guide to help you choose the best gold options for you.
Get the answers you need about gold. Call us today at 866-UCB-GUIDE. That's 866-822-4843.
Indians going for the block here as they only have Jeremiah Rose back. They overload the right on their shift. Good snap to Manuel. Manuel gets his toe into this one. It's going to edge over at the 8-yard line, the 14-yard line. And P&G will have 1st and 10 from there. Nice punt there by Trent Manuel of LCM. I hope that senior's getting a lot of looks for his kicking abilities. He's definitely been able to put the kickoffs deep into the end zone.
All phases of the game, LCM has won everything. Kicking game, line play, defense, offense. It's a really impressive performance by the Bears. You reckon Larry Newman will have any trouble getting his team ready for LCM next week?
I don't think so. Kyle Walker back in. He throws it to Jeremiah Rose. It gets away from the first 2. Finally taken out of bounds at the 28-yard line. Make it the 26. That'll be a 1st down for the Indians. Walker, quick setup, and that's a good sharp throw to Jeremiah Rose. And again, watch how dangerous he is.
He is. He's pretty nifty. Broke a couple tackles and got out of bounds.
Play clock down to 15 seconds as the play is signaled in from the sideline. Adam Morrison at quarterback now. And he throws it deep. Jeremiah Rose is open. It's overthrown there.
Yep.
Looked like kind of a double move. I don't know if Rose stopped down there. It's kind of hard to tell from my angle.
Well, he was sure behind the defense, and that's the kind of play that the Indians have to make to generate any kind of hope here.
Brandon Tolliver and Dalton Doyle both deep, but Rose was deeper. 2nd down and 10. Clock stopped at 5:39 in the game. Out pattern to Jack Giblin, number 13. Taken out of bounds at the 36-yard line, just short of the 1st down. It'll be 3rd and 1, 9 yards on the game.
Why is it if that's not a 1st down? Why did somebody call timeout because the clock stopped? Did he not? He didn't go out of bounds, did he?
The Clock is stopped. Still.
Would not think that Coach Crouch would be too happy about that.
Yeah, they're over there waving. Why isn't the clock moving? Brant Halpin breaks it up the middle. Gets the first down across the 50 to the 45-yard line. There's probably a good 10 seconds there.
Yeah, that was it was pretty good amount of time. Good play call here. Everybody playing pass. Halpin pops it up the middle.
Tolliver with a good strong tackle there. Now the audible comes in from the sideline. Quarterback is number 17, sophomore Adam Morse. Brant Halpin to his right. Morse throws the ball. A good pattern there by Avery Murdoch. Gets the first down to the 32-yard line. He curled in right there, and Morse put it right on his numbers. Make it the 31, first down and 10. This was the Indian offense we were expecting all game.
But you wonder how much of it has to do with playing prevent defense. You know, I think LCM has backed off some, which they should. They got to just give them the underneath stuff, see if they can make a big play.
Morse rolls to his left, and Rose had it in his hands. Was unable to bring it down as Doyle hit him quickly. Doyle comes up a little, limping just a little bit. Second down and 10. Doyle is maybe cramping up in one of his legs or on his in his feet. He has not left the field very much tonight. Right now he's playing deep safety, almost center field. 20 yards behind the play. Halpin with the ball. Nice shirt tail tackle there after a 5-yard gain.
Try to catch him by surprise again. Didn't really work. 5 yards, pretty meaningless at this point. They need big yards and points.
Seth Trahan, the starting fullback, coming in there from his defensive position to make the stop. Sparks in motion. Morse throws it to him on the flood route. Sparks steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. That's a first down for the Indians.
Best drive of the night for the Indians because their other touchdown came on a short field.
Very knowledgeable there on Sparks' part, stepping out of bounds. 4:12 left in the game. Halpin at right halfback, Morse still at quarterback. He rolls to the right. It's a wraparound draw to Halpin. He gets to the 10. He's going to score. That is an excellent play there from the 15-yard line. Halpin's touchdown.
So 4:06 left. They're down 12. They'll go for 2, try to get it to 10. And then you have to think onside kick with only 4:06 left. They've got to get 2 onside kick. It's a lot of work to do here for the Indians. By far their best drive of the night, though.
Jack Giblin comes from the sidelines and steps over at the offensive end position, and it looks like they're going to burn a timeout here.
Whose timeout is this going to be? Surely not P&G's.
Well, they stopped the clock.
They did stop. Well,
must not have been a
clock's
timeout.
Already stopped. Yeah.
Okay, you're right. Maybe the clock was moving. They moved the ball over to the right hash mark, which is the offensive's choice on a point after touchdown. So they are going to go for 2, not trying a swinging gate. They're going to call a full play. Rose and Murdoch over to the right. Sparks and Giblin to the left. Morris at quarterback. Halpin moves to the right halfback side. Sparks in motion, and now we have.
This
has to be a timeout.
It can't be.
Fort Neches-Groves calls the timeout.
Whoa.
That burns another one. 4:06 left in the game. 24-12 the score. Little Cypress Mauriceville hoping to pull up the upset against the favored Indians on their homecoming.
Kind of an expensive timeout there.
We'll take a commercial break and be back with this point after attempt in just a moment.
About Lamar University is that even though it is smaller, I realized just how big the pool of possibilities were. Finding that out, I dove right in.
What surprised me the most about Lamar University is the support and encouragement that I receive from faculty and staff. They always challenge me to push myself further. At Lamar University, nothing is out of reach. I've done everything from cleaning up local beaches to studying on beaches in Belize.
Texas roots, infinite possibilities. Lamar University.
Here's the point after attempt. Sparks in motion. Low snap to Morse. He rolls over, throws it back. It is good. 2-point conversion is good to Murdoch.
Well, that keeps hope alive. It's faintly flickering, and it'll pretty well go out if they don't get the onside kick. But P&G, I believe, down to one timeout.
Yeah, and that's a big thing, really. Would like to thank the sponsors of the Port Arthur News Friday Night Experience for making this entire season happen. DuPont Goodrich Federal Credit Union, Lamar University Beaumont, the Medical Center of Southeast Texas, Lamar State College, Port Arthur, the Museum of the Gulf Coast, Community Bank of Texas, Market Basket, Motiva Enterprises, 5 Point Credit Union, Robert Giblin, and Mike Fulgence at Universal Coin and Bullion. 19 years we've been doing, well, not we, but you have been doing the Port Arthur News Friday Night Experience, Bob, and it's been a lot of fun during all these years. This is one of the better games, and I tell you what, if LCM is able to hold on here, this may be the biggest victory in Randy Crouch's career to knock off P&G on their homecoming.
I would think it would be ranked right up there for sure. I'd be shocked if he'd had a bigger one. And they can just about, if they get the onside kick, and you know it's going to be an onside kick, then the celebrating can just about start because P&G has only one timeout.
Dylan East, the senior kicker, sets it up on the offensive right hash mark, and the hands team is all over the place. One person is deep for the Bears. That's Kobe Roddy. He's sitting at the 15, and the other 10 people are right there waiting on that funny bouncing ball. Here it goes.
P&G's got a shot at it. Nope.
I tell you what, it was recovered by Tiantre Gant, number 7, but wow, that ball was bouncing funny.
It took a big hop and went right to Gant. And we may give Jim Barton a chance to work with you here in the last minute when I slip out of here, Charlie.
Well, I think that'd be great. Look at this ground field shot. I mean, you're on the defense watching that ball come at you. Great shot there. Dale LeBlanc running the sideline camera there for Sheffield Productions. And first and 10 for Little Cypress Mauriceville at the 41-yard line. And now it's 4:05 left in the game. The Indians still have 2 timeouts according to the board.
Okay, I thought it was 1. Okay,
I thought so too. I'm like you. I think the board may need correction. Brandon Tolliver has had a fine night as a running back and as a defender. Although here in this particular play, he's taken backwards, but you know, like you say, P&G is selling out the run. They've got 8 or 9 in the box on every play now, knowing that this is what gave LCM the lead in their second quarter. Tolliver scored on a 3-yard run, the second touchdown that the Bears scored. Tolliver again bounces it outside, and there's some room out there. Tolliver. Great stutter move, got him from the 45-yard line, gets him to the 33-yard line.
That one may do it.
A good burst of speed there by Tolliver as the center again was blocked up, and he's able to pop the corner. No outside containment there. And watch this move here. Just stepped over the diving Indian.
And then he wraps around the ball, which is very smart. I mean, a lot of times kids won't do that. And when they're stood up like that, the defense is going to come at that football.
Lots of times the pros don't do it either.
That's right. The guy from the University of Texas didn't do a very good job of it last night.
Unbalanced line to the left. Tolliver again. This time he jumps over that, and he's going to the end zone. Tolliver. Oh, did he dive for the pylon? The referees are looking at it. They say he stepped out at the 4-yard line. Tolliver dove for the end zone, but in doing so, his left foot hit the sideline.
So Tolliver and Green now, a real rarity here in a high school game, have both rushed for over 100 yards
Wow.
tonight.
Brandon Tolliver and Robert Green, number 2 and number 5 for the Bears.
Charlie, be a good time to say next week we'll be over in Port Arthur to do the Memorial Titans and powerful Galena Park North Shore.
Wow. North Shore and Memorial. Tolliver takes it in for the touchdown. Number 2 scores from 4 yards out to put this one away. Making it 30 for Little Cypress Mauriceville and 14 for the Indians. Manuel again lines up for the point after attempt. And this is definitely a shocker in District 24A. First big upset of the district play. From the hold of Caleb Harley. Referees making sure everything is set up properly. Manuel's kick lands on the track after going through the uprights. 31-14 the score. Take a look at the touchdown here from ground field level. As we're joined in the booth by Jim Barton. Hello, Jim.
Hey, it's good to be here tonight.
Well, appreciate you coming up here to help out. What brought you over from Houston?
Well, just a lot of activities over there tonight. Got over early. I decided to come back, and what a better way coming over to the reservation. But we did expect a different outcome. But it's been a great game.
It has been a great, and I tell you what, starting out in the first quarter when P&G had 3 possessions inside the LCM 40, you would have expected different, but they only came away with 6 points. And the Indians basically had been flat offensively until that last sequence that you saw just a few minutes ago.
You're only as good as you are this week. If you look back last week with Lumberton, who would have thunk it tonight? But, hey, LCM has come to play.
The Bears have definitely shown the offensive rush that they're well known for. I mean, traditionally, our trivia question tonight was about the 1997 Little Cypress Mauriceville Bears. They made it to the quarterfinals. A huge rushing game. They would rush over 300 yards a game back in 1997. Lamarck knocked them off and then went on to win the state championship that year. But this is traditional LCM football. They hit the tailback and just power it over you. Trent Manuel kicking off for the Bears. Ball's going to settle down at the goal line. Avery Murdoch with the ball. Cody Cropper, number 11. He's got the kicker to beat, and this is just like the first kickoff. The opening kickoff looked just like that. As Cropper takes it into the 47-yard line of the Bears. Blaine Pivoto returned the opening kickoff deep into Bear territory. Unfortunately, the Indians offensively had to punt on that sequence.
With the score 31-14, the films don't lie. This is what Coach Faircloth is going to be looking at, is who's playing hard right now. It's 31-14, late in the game, and the film is going to tell everything.
Next week, the Indians have got a very tough district opponent coming in, Beaumont Central, who knocked off Port Arthur Memorial, a 5A school, in the opening game of the Port Arthur News Friday night experience this season. Adam Morse rolls to the right. Pass is caught for a first down at the 34-yard line, and that is Avery Murdoch bringing it down.
Charlie, looking ahead to next week, it's one of those games on paper you're saying, well, there's no way Memorial can stay with them. North Shore, the juggernaut that they are, but look at tonight. You never know.
You never know, and A lot of times it depends on weather conditions. North Shore came into Port Arthur one night, rainy field, and Port Arthur Memorial upset them. I think it was scored something like 6-3. Adam Morris is going to be sacked at the 44-yard line by the Bears. Fine play there made by the defense. You'll watch the defensive tackle just blow through everybody here and take him down. That's number 78, Slade Ferguson, who had a big sack back at the end of the first half.
Charlie, I had an opportunity as I got here tonight to go see Mike Sheffield down in his truck tonight, and what a great job they've done.
Oh, we have all sorts of things going on. This is a fantastic facility to film in. We appreciate Port Neches-Groves making it available to us, and Coach Matt Burnett helping us with that. Adam Morris throws it downfield, another interception, this one by Dalton Doyle. Doyle brings it out to the 39-yard line, and that's going to end the opportunities for the Port Neches-Groves offense. But you're right about the production Mike Sheffield puts on. He puts a lot of pride into it, his entire crew. Now, they've worked a long time. Port Arthur News Friday Night Experience has been doing this for 19 years, and Sheffield and those guys have been doing theirs as well.
You know, Mike acts like he knows what he's doing, doesn't he?
Well, I tell you what, I have a lot of admiration for that entire crew. They put in. I just sit up here and talk about football. I do this at home when I'm watching the TV, and the wife tells me to go to another room. We're at the 39-yard line. LCM after another interception of Port Neches-Groves. The clock is actually running down here as the Bears go into their victory formation. Caleb Harley, the senior quarterback. And I think they just noticed the clock had been running in that entire time. The back judge is calling on that, as I think the P&G Indian coaching staff noticed it. They're telling them how much time to put back on it. 31-14. That is a true score. The Bears are going to defeat the Indians tonight. They'll go 2-0 in District 24A. Next week, the Bears will be traveling to Nederland to take on the Bulldogs. Nederland, very famous in 24A to go undefeated through the district 2 years in a row. Last week, Nederland defeated Vider, and they are, I think they defeated Livingston tonight, so they'll be going in 2-0 as well. Clock is now started, and Little Cypress Mauriceville, again, yard loss on the victory formation. They have no trouble at all with that. Again, we'd like to acknowledge the Port Arthur News Friday Night Experience corporate sponsors, DuPont Goodrich Federal Credit Union, Lamar University in Beaumont, the Medical Center of Southeast Texas, Lamar State College Port Arthur, the Museum of the Gulf Coast, Community Bank of Texas, Market Basket, Motiva Enterprises, as a flag is thrown in on that play, 5 Point Credit Union, Robert Giblin, and Mike Fulgence at Universal Coin and Bullion. Call is against the defense, I believe. Referees are pointing over to that side.
Got a big kick out of your broadcast partner tonight. Holding with tradition, getting late in the game, he does not like getting caught in traffic.
Well, Bob West, as sports editor of the Port Arthur News, has got an awful lot of work to do. Somebody has to write these things up so I can read about them in the paper tomorrow.
There you go.
And I'm glad he's going to take care of that. We'd also like to thank IBEW Local 479 for their sponsorship of the trivia question, which did not trip up Bob West. We have a lot of trouble tripping Bob on any type of sports trivia. Quick snap that time. A lot of offensive linemen are getting knocked backwards by that. And when it gets this late in the game, guys, let's just go ahead and get it. We don't want anybody getting hurt. It's third down, but it's well within 25 seconds, and that's going to be the ball game as Little Cypress Mauriceville celebrates an upset victory, spoiling Port Neches-Groves' homecoming by the score of 31-14. For Bob West and Jim Barton, I'm Charlie Jellin. We appreciate you being with us. Next week, Galena Park North Shore comes into Port Arthur to take on the Memorial Titans. Be with us.
people who purchase them. And when picking one, every detail counts, right down to the stitching on the seats. So why should picking a car loan be any different? Whether it's a low rate or a low payment you're looking for, at Do Good we customize loans to fit your needs. And we'll make sure your lending experience is everything you want it to be. Easy, convenient, and hassle-free. At Do Good, you'll love your car loan as much as you love your car.
And that's just one more way they do good.
My fortune? I earned it the old-fashioned way, with long hours and hard work. And now, I'm debt-free.
You're debt-free because 5 Point paid off our loan.
Precisely, my dear.
Go mow the yard.
5 Point is paying off 3 loans, plus you can get up to a 2% rate discount. 5 Point Credit Union. Money for loans right here at home.
Your chariot awaits.
Thank you. The Museum of the Gulf Coast, where our area collection of the Jurassic period meets Janis Joplin with 60-plus Music Hall of Fame musicians, head coach Jimmy Johnson, Bum and Wade Phillips with 60-plus sports legends, and more than 35 notable people. Discover the arrival of early man to our area and the Civil War in the Gulf Coast region. Learn the stories behind this and so much more. Open 7 days a week. Museum of the Gulf Coast, a museum like no other.